So my dude's Valk here, and today I'm going to be showcasing Hu Tao. She's level 90 with level 6 talents. I'm going to go ahead and go over her talents and stuff so far, or her stats and stuff. 73% crit rate, 204% crit damage, 62% pyro damage. The res is just from the resonance. But yeah, I'm going to have a level 90 deathmatch on her with 4 pre-skirms and witch. Show the pieces really quick, go over them. I'm enjoying Hu Tao. She does her role really well, and she's pretty good at that. She's going to be C0. We're going to get the talent levels up as I farm more, as you guys can see. Your boy's broke. But anyways, yeah. Let's go ahead and get into it. I'll showcase it against Child. I'll showcase it against Domain. And I'll do a couple more showcases as time goes on, but this is just going to be very, very quick. Very showy. We're going to use her with a full team because she does need a team to function. She does need reactions to really showcase how much damage she can do because she's pyro and she can dip into pyro reactions. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, now one thing I'm going to do, and you're going to see me do, is I'm going to stagger the cooldowns of these of the units so I can basically do this a lot better, right? There, I thought he was going to hit me one more time for me to get below 50%. I wanted to make sure to proc the Blood Blossom before I do that. So now I can go to Chi-Chi, I can prop this, right? And I can get Melt ready to roll. And now I can constantly proc Melt, I can make sure to do that to trigger Blood Blossom. And she just becomes a monster DPS, but you have to make sure you're staggering your supports. You definitely, if you want to make her your main DPS, you definitely want to bring 2 different supports for her. And alternate their cooldowns, because if you stagger their cooldowns, it'll be a lot better. I kind of wasted that ult, didn't I? Oh well, it is what it is. You can use her as a main DPS. I still think she fits best as sub, but this is her showcase. So you definitely want to bring her with either a Hydro support or a Cryo support. Somebody like Kaya, Ganyu, etc. Or Mona for Hydro is a good option too. But yeah, you want to bring her with 2 supports, you want to stagger them, you don't want to stack them up. You want to stagger which support you're using with her, and you can consistently deal damage, but you have to keep in mind her weird cooldowns, and her weird uptime and downtime, etc. And as long as you keep that in mind, you're good to go, right? Alright, my bad, it wasn't letting me skip it there for a minute. But as long as you're keeping in mind her weird cooldowns and uptime, downtime, etc., you're good to go, right? You just need to constantly just keep beating the shit out of whatever you're hitting. And keeping her, like I said, her weird downtimes ever in mind. She's about to run out there, so I'm going to go ahead and let this time out now. And you can see I timed it just right. Make sure I do that. And you can see the very big PP damage she can deal. Her ult hits very, very hard. She is very good. You just have to be very mindful of how you're playing her. But yeah, anyways, let's go ahead. I'm gonna run a domain with her now and let you guys see what it's like with that. Alright, now for the domain, I'm gonna go ahead and bring Venti. And because it just would take a very long time otherwise. She's really good single target DPS, but she has issues with crowds. Venti, any sort of crowd control is really gonna help with that. But yeah, let's get into it. Venti's gonna make it much, much easier to deal with. PlayStation 2 Venti is very entertaining to see also. That was kinda cool to look at. But yeah, now you can just see just big old melt setup and lots of damage because that's what she excels at. It's about to go off cooldown, so we can go ahead and pop the Venti ult one more time. We can do this, we can do this. This is going to be up again now. And you guys can just see like the amount of damage she can poop out as long as you're setting her up properly with elemental reactions. But yeah, like I said, it's very important to drive home the point that she needs her elemental reactions to really be able to deal damage, because that's where her majority of her damage is going to come from. But yeah, let's go ahead now and let's go do the Volant. Alright, so now with Bido here, we're going to just run reactions out of the ass because, like I said, that's what she excels at the most by a very, very large margin. She's just really, really good for it. But she is... So while we sit here and play Lvl9's little waiting game, to me, she excels as a sub DPS, like I said originally. But if you run stuff like this and you stagger her cooldowns, you make sure you're not just blowing your load, all your sub DPS's loads all at once, you can very much make it work. You can see the amount of damage she's just popping out real quick by doing that. And it's not that big a deal because the cooldown is very short. So now we can do something like this, and we can go back to this. We can wait a second because we're going to consume this. Oh, and yeah. Now you can just watch the damage that her plus Fido and all of them can poop out. It's a lot of damage. If I had higher talent levels like I did with Xiao, because I know first time I showed Xiao, it was double crowned. Definitely would have one-phased the ballin right there. So yeah, she's just a monstrous DPS, honestly. Like, she's just straight up a really, really good DPS. Whether you put her in the sub slot, main slot's tricky because you got to play around the cooldowns. Always make sure you have a support available for her to do reaction damage with. As long as you have that, you're good to go, dude. You're good to go. So just make sure you always have a support available to set up the elemental reactions via Chi-Chi, Xingqiu, Ganyu, Kaya, someone, dude. There's lots of options as to what you can do. But yeah, you can see the damage she does on the shield. It's really nice. Very, very big damage. Whenever you pop her E, you get very, very high attack stats. I'll show here. Right after this, we go ahead. It's kind of funny that, you know, after everything that she talks about Chi-Chi, Chi-Chi ends up being like one of her best pairs because Melt itself is very, very strong. But yeah. Let's go ahead, wait 4 seconds. We're going to look at her E, and you guys are going to be able to see. Before her E, she has 1139 attack. Post E, whenever you pop her E, she has 2640 attack. And that's only going to go up with talents. I have her level 666 right now, like I showed. I'm going to up her talents. I'm probably going to get her normals and her skill up to 9, because I really like using her with Xiao. It feels really nice to be able to swap them on and off. Yeah, anyways, that's all I got for you guys today. Hopefully this showcase, you know, either made you want her or didn't want her. Just keep in mind with this showcase, the damage is very boosted because I was making sure to have reaction setups for her because that's where her damage is going to shine. As long as you're aware of that, you're good to go, man. If you like her, she's very simple to play, very easy to build. Anybody can build her. She builds like any DPS, and she's very, very easy to play, especially compared to like Klee, Xiao, any of the other really mechanical characters. Very easy to play. That's all I got for you guys today. Thank you all for watching. Hope you guys have good luck in your summons if you haven't summoned yet. If you already have, hope you got what you wanted. Peace.